Okay, guys, welcome back to Popcorn Heads. I am Yaw Agyapong, your host, and today we're talking about Deliverance, the new Lee Daniels thriller or horror film that's coming out soon to Netflix. My friend, it's coming out soon. I think it's coming out August. I'll double check and put it there. But the movie looks good so far. It looks good, but I got I got to keep it real with you on Popcorn Heads. We always tell the truth. We not gonna sit here and just lie and things of that nature. We gonna keep it real with y'all, man. But round of applause for Lee Daniels, man. So far, we gotta give it to brother Lee. So far, man, he did a great job. He did a great job so far. Yeah, round of applause. Now, with that being said, if you look at the trailer, it does look good. I'm not gonna lie to you. The trailer looks good. I like the way they start off with the house going in. If you notice, that's like a James Wan style. If you guys ever watched Conjuring, Insidious, James Wan is the one that created those, and you notice he always does a zoom in, like a pan in, sorry, towards the houses and stuff like that. I'm a big horror and thriller fan. I used to make horror and thriller films. But yeah, James Wan, you always used to do that. So I love how they start the trailer with that. Good shot from Lee. Shout out to Lee Daniels on that. I love that. I love how they go inside. Black folks. Let's talk about black folks real quick. So this is the first film that I've seen that is the Black Exorcist. They don't do a lot of black horrors, if you notice that. They don't. And if they do, they make it comedic. So this is the first film that's a black exorcism film. This is the first one. Haven't seen it. Now, if you're talking about the other exorcism film that they just came out with recently, I forgot the name of that one. It came out recently. They had a black girl and a white girl. That film to me was horrible. It was very, very bad. It wasn't good. So they use black people in horror films, but this is the first black horror film that has to do with exorcism surrounded around black people in general. Now, if you're talking about Glenn Close, we'll get to that. Let's keep looking at this trailer though. It looks good. Andra Day is in the film. Like I said, Glenn Close. Monique, shout out to Monique. Those of y'all that don't know the history, I'm gonna give you a little history about Monique and Lee Daniels. Monique and Lee Daniels had, a little rift. They didn't get along for a little bit due to, I think it was Precious or something along those lines. But they had a falling out, and eventually they patched things up and got back together. And I love Monique, man. I love Lee Daniels. Those two together create magic. You saw Precious got an Oscar, and I think that's why you see the thumbnail. Can she deliver? I think this film is gonna need Monique to deliver in order to bring home some big awards and get some big box office numbers or do streaming numbers on Netflix. It's coming to Netflix for those of you that don't know. But it's gonna need Monique to really, really close that gap on this, man. Andra Day is fairly new actor. She's a singer. Those of you that don't know, she's the one with the nursing outfit on. That's Andra Day, the pink nursing outfit. Then you got my boy. Don't forget about him. You got Caleb McLaughlin in it, Demi Singleton in it, Glenn Close, like I said, Andra Day, and also I found out. Let me correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to say this too soon, but yeah, Omar Epps is in this movie. Those that don't know, that's the brother that played Q from Juice. Those of you that don't know, Juice has a movie with Tupac, but Omar Epps is in it, so that's really dope. So they got some pretty good names in this movie. And I heard it was a really big budget. Netflix really dropped them dimes and chickens on Lee Daniels for this movie. It was a lot of money, but the poster looks great. I love the poster, the Deliverance poster with the cross and the four women. Andra Day kind of looks like Rihanna to me. I don't know if anyone noticed that, but she kind of looks like Rihanna to me a little bit. But Glenn Close is a whole white woman, but she looked black in this movie. I don't know what the purpose of that was. Very strange, but hey, that's what they did. That's what they did, man. Shout out to Lee. Now let's keep watching the trailer. If you can see the trailer, Oscar nominated award director. We see that. All right. Andra Day doing her thing. I forgot this lady's name. This lady, what is her name? Her name is Aunjanue Ellis-Taylor. Aunjanue Ellis-Taylor. She's definitely good. So that's that. And let's keep taking a look at this, man. Aunjanue Ellis-Taylor, that's her right there. She did her thing. Nah, the movie looks good. Caleb is always good. Caleb did the LeBron thing. I don't know how well that did, but it didn't look too good to me. Caleb, Stranger Things. We know Caleb from Stranger Things. Caleb McLaughlin. The kid drinking milk was bugged out. That was crazy. But yeah, Caleb did his thing, and I think Caleb, with Stranger Things 5 coming, he has eyes on him, so you kind of get that Stranger Things crowd to come see this as well. Caleb always does well though, so Caleb is dope. The kid drinking milk, that was fire. Let's just look at that real quick. That was very weird. I don't know the purpose of that. That's crazy. Monique, shout out to Monique. We just watched Caleb drowned in somebody. So I don't know if you can see right there. you see Caleb's face. Caleb looks possessed or something. I don't know. Yeah, brother look possessed. He's got the same little afro from Stranger Things. He ain't get no haircut, but shout out to Caleb, man. Goddamn, Caleb McClafford, man, the legend. Let's see what's going on. I was supposed to work with him too, by the way. Okay, so now going back, you can see right here that kid that seems like the same kid that was drinking milk. The kid strapped to the bed. That looks like the kid that was drinking milk, and he looks a little possessed. The makeup don't look too good. I'm not gonna lie, like the original Exorcist, but I don't think anything could top the original Exorcist. I'm not even gonna hold you. I think that's the best Exorcist, one of the top horror films ever. So let's just keep looking. Glenn Close, Andrea Day. Wow. So, I mean, that looks graphic. Andrea Day and all that. It looked like Andrea Day did her thing. This doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. Andrea Day, Glenn Close. There we go. Aunjanue Ellis-Taylor Academy Award nominated. Wow. With Monique Deliverance. August 30th is coming out. There we go. So my thing is, I'm trying to see how to say this. Monique is going to have to fight for this movie. In order, we're going to need a good performance from Monique is what I'm saying. Caleb can bring it home. Aunjanue Ellis-Taylor looks phenomenal in this. Andrea Day is fairly new, but Andrea Day looked like she killed it. And Glenn Close, obviously everybody knows Glenn. So the cast is strong. The trailer is, in my opinion, the trailer based on what we just saw is not indicative of the cast. They should have showed more Monique. They should have showed more demonic stuff, and they should have gave it a creepy feel. It didn't have a creepy feel to it, in my opinion. The trailer kind of felt like, I'm trying to see how to say it. The trailer kind of felt like we're gonna choose we're gonna choose the stuff with like that seems strange and that may get the audience. But that it's just missing that horror feel. It didn't feel scary. It just felt like, oh, that's Andrea Day with her back broken. Oh, that's Caleb McClafford choking somebody out. Oh, that's Glenn Close in church clapping. Like that. I think they went with the more, oh, we're gonna go the star route. We're gonna put the faces of the people that, people know and show a few scenes with them and then close out the trailer. It felt empty. I felt like I was missing something. I think they could have did a little more with that. That's what I would change. Guys, popcorn heads always tell you what I would change. But the popcorn rating for this, I'm gonna give it a popcorn rating of 3 out of 5 popcorn buckets, man. PBs. Give it 3 popcorn buckets for my popcorn heads out there. It didn't hit, but it also wasn't horrible. But it didn't hit like Conjuring. Go take a look at the Conjuring. You'll see what I'm saying. But we're gonna need some performances from Caleb. We're gonna need some from Monique. Like I said, Glenn. Everyone's gonna have to pull it together to really make this thing what it should be. And Lee Daniels, obviously, he's a great director, so this should be awesome. But I'm gonna give the trailer a 3 out of 5. It didn't hit like that for me. Leave the comments and let me know if it hit for you. If you think this is going to be the top horror film of the year, if it really, really hit. And it's in August, man. So, I mean, let's see, which is next month. Let's see how it feels. Let me know in the comments if y'all feel, maybe I'm off on this one. It should have got 4 popcorn buckets, 5 popcorn buckets. Let me know. But for me, it's 3. In a viewer challenge, I always ask you a question every episode. You guys know that the viewer challenge is, what actor would you have put in this to replace one of the actors that are already in it? I'm going to choose the best one. Like I said, whoever responds, I'm going to choose the best answer and then talk about that next episode. But what actor would you put in this, and what would you have done differently in terms of the storyline? It looks like the storyline, and I'll give you the synopsis before we get out of here. The storyline is basically a family living in a home in Indiana discovers strange demonic occurrences that convince them and the community that the house is a portal to hell. That's kind of dry. The house is a portal to hell. I mean, that's a strong part. The house is a portal to hell, because that's different. Most of them is just one person gets possessed. So that's pretty dope. But then if a house is a portal to hell, why wouldn't they just move out? We'll find out. But let me know what you would do differently with the storyline, maybe to make it more enticing. And what actor do you think can really sell it? Because before Monique came on board, if anyone knows, it was really supposed to be Octavia Spencer, Big Spence. But Monique got it instead. Octavia had to pull out for a different movie she was doing, and Monique came and took the place. So that's basically my review of the Deliverance trailer. Looks good. Let's see what happens. And yeah, we're going to chop it down, man. Popcorn Heads, shout out to y'all. I'm going to see y'all next time. And yeah, that's Popcorn Heads. Catch y'all later. Peace.